Procrastination is a big epidemic today, and everyone suffers from it at one point in time. If you stay and watch this video for a couple minutes, my fellow students and I will tell you everything you need to know about procrastination. We will tell you what it is, why people procrastinate, the effects of it, and how to overcome it.
Everyone knows what procrastination is, where someone purposely puts off a task up to the last minute, but it is more than that. According to experts, authors of Procrastination and Multidimensional Perfectionism, procrastination is defined as a functional delay or tendency to rush. It is a problem throughout the whole world that a lot of people struggle with. Out of all the students in the world, about 70 to 95% of them procrastinate, and over 50% of them have a consistent problem with it on a daily basis. On top of that, about 1/5 of adults put things off until the last minute. When procrastination interferes with everyday tasks, then it can be a chronic dysfunction. The difference between people who do and do not procrastinate are that the procrastinators tend to be perfectionists and are often more anxious. People who put things off until the last minute know that the deadline is coming, which makes them anxious and scared. Procrastination does not involve sitting around and doing nothing. It is doing the less important tasks instead of doing the most important tasks, mainly because you don't want to do them. It is not the same as working slow either. So let's say you work slow on a project and it takes a long period of time to do it. That's not procrastination. It's not the same thing. A lot of people tend to think that procrastination is just a modern thing, but it has been around for decades. A time when procrastination came around was during the Renaissance. One very famous person that procrastinated throughout his whole lifetime was Leonardo da Vinci. During his lifetime, he only finished about 16 paintings. It took 16 years just to finish the Mona Lisa, not because it was difficult to paint, but it was because he would always doodle in his sketchbook instead of actually working on his paintings.
David Ballard, head of American Psychological Association Center for Organizational Excellence, stated procrastination is not just avoiding or delaying a task. To overcome procrastinating, take a step back and realize what is going on. Visualize your own habits and what you are doing. Most people procrastinate because they are skeptical about their project or assignments that are due. They fear failure and they don't think they can do well on their assignments. Know when and where you work best. If you work better in the morning, find time in your schedule to work whatever time it is best fits you. Break your assignment into subsections and work on a smaller portion at a time to make it easier and less stressful for you. If you are easily distracted, put away your electronics. Make sure that your environment is a peaceful place to work or study by eliminating those distractions. Focus on one task at a time and don't try to multitask if you have a hard time focusing on your assignments. Think ahead by using a calendar or an agenda for writing down your due dates for the assignments. Create goals that you want to achieve and work on achieving them.
Procrastination can be a positive and a negative. Negatives appear to outweigh the positives. Negatives of procrastination can be increased anxiety that can lead to poor performance and low self-esteem. Procrastination might interfere with achieving one's goals. On the flip side, there are also positives to procrastination. It is said that some people perform better under pressure and produce some of their best work. It can have less tasks and self-doubt when completing certain tasks at the last minute.
Overcoming procrastination can be a difficult task. However, there are 3 easy steps you can follow to help. You need to start by recognizing you are procrastinating. Some examples of procrastinating can be starting a high priority task and then go off to make coffee, or constantly waiting to be in the right mood or wait for the right time to tackle a task. The next step is to figure out why you are procrastinating. Some reasons may be poor organization, fear of failure, and poor decision making. The last step is to adopt an anti-procrastination strategy. These strategies could be committing to a task instead of avoiding, or promise yourself a reward. If you finish a task, give yourself a piece of candy.